still.
I've got her. Turn on the lights. I had to knock her out. It's the Hamilton girl. Mace'll sure be glad to see her. We'll put her in one of the crates and take her back to the cafe. Into him. I'll hold him back.
Now we have a chance to make up for all our past failures. My company just issued an insurance policy on the McRae underwater periscope.
The McRae periscope? Is it actually completed?
Yes, I saw the model. It's the most revolutionary submarine development of the war. It operates entirely underwater on a television principle, so that the submarine can aim and fire its torpedo without ever showing a periscope.
Japan must have that model.
I realize that. I agreed to write the policy only on the condition that the Masked Marvels investigators deliver the periscope to the Industrial Production Board.
Industrial Production Board? Those men are the greatest industrialists in the country. Their decisions control the entire war program. What an opportunity. We will secure the periscope and destroy the production board at the same time.
Those men are too closely guarded.
Perhaps. But no guard will interfere with the insurance investigators after we have tricked them into becoming our agents of destruction. What time is the delivery to be made?
At 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Mace, select a reliable man. Go to the McRae laboratory shortly before 2 o'clock and...
Give me another book. This has to be just the right height so that the lid will hold down these plungers. Perfect fit. Be careful, don't jar it. When the lid is removed, releasing the plungers, the firing mechanism is set to go in 12 seconds.
That must be the investigators now.
You know what to say. I'll be covering you if anything goes wrong.
Come in, gentlemen.
Professor McRae?
Yes?
We're from the insurance company. Get that periscope model.
It's all ready.
The production board is waiting for this. You take and go along. Jim and I will follow after I fill out this declaration of value.
Right.
The Value is $250,000.
That's right.
Your copy is also your receipt.
I'm very anxious to have that model delivered safely.
Don't worry, nothing will happen to it. Goodbye.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Good day. Wait a minute, Jim.
What's the matter?
His signature. He wrote it M-C-R-A-Y, and he spells it M-A-C-R-A-E on the sign.
Well, the sign might be just a trade name.
Maybe, but I think we better talk to the professor again.
Something wrong?
No. I just forgot to check on part of this form.
Oh, glad to help you.
Let's see. Your residence phone is down here as Quigley, 8426.
Yes, that's correct.
No, it's not correct. There's no such prefix as Quigley because there's no Q on the telephone dial. That's where you made your second mistake.
I'll correct both mistakes. Drop that gun. Get rid of yours, too.
Give me a hand.
The men with the McRae periscope are here.
Show them in, and please see to it that we are not disturbed under any circumstances.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Right this way.
Mr. Kettering?
That's right. Will you men wait a moment, please?
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, I am confident that we're about to see the weapon that will sweep the Axis navies from the seas.
There's the periscope case.
It's being delivered to the Industrial Production Board.
You must warn them. There's a bomb in there set to explode 12 seconds after the lid is opened. Everyone in the room will be killed.
I told you we were not to be disturbed. What? It's for one of you.
Hello?
Say, what's going on?
I'll find out. Hello? Hello, Terry. Yes, it's okay. How did it happen?
They got here ahead of us and planned the bomb. But we recovered the model and got Mace. Jim is bringing the model right over, and I'm taking Mace to Alice's house tonight for questioning. I'll notify Crane.
All right, Terry, I'll be there at 8.
We must release Mace. find a way to give him these neutralizing tablets, he will know how to use them. I will arrange to have a man at the Hamilton home.
Has he told you anything?
Not yet, but I think he will. Put him in that chair.
Let me take a look at him. Yes, he's the man who killed Alice's father. I'd recognize him anywhere. I'm afraid he is going to be difficult.
It's going to be even more difficult for him if he keeps on being stubborn. You know, you might get off with a life sentence for the murder of Mr. Hamilton. But spying and sabotage are treason, and death is the only penalty for that.
We know Mace is Sakima's right-hand man. And if we could get any information from him...
Now, if you tell us where to find Sakima, you'll probably get off with just a prison sentence.
Everything's set. Come on. Everything's set. Come on.
What happened?
We were gassed and Mace escaped. The only way the gas could have gotten into this room is through that heating vent.
Of course. And the lights must have been turned out from the fuse box in the cellar.
Let's take a look down there.
The Marvel's mask. He must have been here.
Then this man saw the Marvel without his mask. Is he dead?
No, not yet, but he's pretty badly injured. We better get him to a hospital. Alice, call an ambulance and get a first aid kit and see what you can do for him.
That's where the gas came from, all right.
Nitrous oxide, a common anesthetic. And no markings on that cylinder. It's going to be difficult to trace.
Here's something, Jim. I found this identification card in a man's wallet.
J.D. Stone, Super X Products Company.
Oh, surely you don't think a legitimate business concern is involved in this?
No, probably not, but I think it's worthwhile checking up on. In the meantime, Stone might revive enough to give us some information on Sakima.
Your fears are groundless. The investigators will learn nothing at the Super X plant. Our men are prepared for any questions they may ask.
But the man in the hospital isn't. If he regains consciousness, he may talk.
Any talking he will do will be for our benefit. He can identify the masked Marvel, who we know is one of these 4 investigators. Have one of our agents take these to room 318 at the General Hospital.
Sakima won't have any use for you now. So you can't count on any help from him. But if you turn state's evidence...
I'll give him a stimulant. Let him rest for a few minutes, and then you can try again.
All right, we'll wait in the hall.
I'll call you when he's ready. He seems in fairly good condition. I think he'll be all right.
I'll take over, Doc. There's some questions I want to ask him. Get in that closet and keep quiet. Sakima sent me to help you. Everything will be okay. But first he wants you to identify the masked marvel. Which one is he? Are you sure? That's all we need you for.
We'll never learn anything from him. Our only hope now is that Bob and Terry found some clue in their investigation of the Super X plant.
It's a small plant on the top floor of a loft building. This foreman told us that Stone worked there, but quit 2 days ago, without notice. He couldn't give us any information about Stone's other activities.
And that's too bad. Apparently, there's no use trying to find any clues around that plant.
No, probably not, but it's still our only chance. Now, if Stone worked there, it's quite possible that more of Sakima's men work there, too. You know, I think we better watch the place for 24 hours and see if we can spot any of the known members of the gang.
What do you think, Mr. Crane?
I believe it's a very sound idea.
Then that's settled. You boys arrange the shifts between you, and I'll stay here in case we have a message from the masked marvel.
I want you to telephone a message to the Super X Products Company at exactly 5 minutes past midnight.
I understand. 5 minutes past midnight.
Anything happen here?
No, why?
I just spotted 2 of those investigators in the street.
Don't worry. Sakima warned us to expect them, and we'll match them trick for trick. Kaler's up on the roof watching them.
Super X Products. Yes, this is a foreman.
This is the General Hospital. Your former employee, J.D. Stone, is dead. Could you come right down to complete identification for the records so we can arrange for the burial?
Well, I'm very busy just now. I'll have to call you back later. That was a General Hospital. They want me to identify Stone. Funny they'd call me at this time of night. I can't leave here with those investigators hanging around. Wonder if I ought to phone Sakima.
You'd better.
This is the masked marvel speaking. Jim Arnold died in the line of duty. We who remain must carry on with renewed determination to track down those who caused his death and who are attempting to cause the destruction of our country. The most fitting tribute we can pay to his memory is to return at once to this task. Your next assignment is delivering the new mobile television rangefinder to Pier 19 tonight. It will be shipped from there to the government proving grounds tomorrow, but your responsibility ends with the delivery. I will guard it myself tonight. That is all.
He's taking every precaution. He must be expecting trouble from Sakima.
He was correct in expecting trouble from me. The secret of that rangefinder will be invaluable to my country, and we must have it.
But the warehouse will be too well guarded. The masked marvel himself will be there.
My plan will succeed in spite of the masked marvel and all the guards. Instruct Agent 26X to have his special trunk ready for delivery to Pier 19 at 9 o'clock tonight.
A trunk for tomorrow's steamer.
Okay. There you are, sir. Yes, ma'am?
We're from the Worldwide Insurance Company. Has that special truck arrived yet?
Why, yes, it's back in the freight shed. If you'll step right this way, please.
Just been looking over the safety precautions, and everything seems well protected.
Yes, this place is as safe as a band vault. There are burglar alarms on all the doors and windows, and one of us makes the rounds every hour. Check on them. Well, it's time to lock up now, folks. There'll be 3 of us on guard at the office all night. All right.
Yes. Is everything all right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Who's in charge here?
Mr. Wilson, he's in the freight shed. He's checking a shipment.
I want to talk to him. You two men go outside and patrol around the building. Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson.
What happened?
That man came here in this trunk. He evidently was taking pictures of the rangefinder when Wilson found him. He killed Wilson. What's that?
Someone's at the front door.
See who it is. We'll stand guard here.
Yes, sir.
There was a mistake on his trunk. We're supposed to go to Pier 9. I'll have to pick it up.
Well, we're not supposed to check out anything after hours, but I'll ask the boss. Wait here.
Okay.
It's the man who brought in this trunk. He wants it back.
Fine. Let him have it.
What?
Let him have it. I'll be inside, and he can take me right to his headquarters.
Oh, I see.
Take care of that prisoner until I get back.
Sign here. All right. Thanks.
Did you get the trunk?
Yeah.
Okay, Pete, come on out. Pete. He must have passed out.
Can't you unlock it?
No, he's got the keys in there with him. Sakima's in a hurry for those photos. I'll have to take the trunk to his place and break it open. You take my car.
These cuffs are cutting my wrist. Can't you loosen them?
When the pictures of the rangefinder are developed, we will radio photo them to Japan from our shore base. MS speaking.
The masked marvel is in the trunk, and Curtis took it away to give it a mace.
MS calling M1. Come in, M1. Emergency.
This is M1. Go ahead, MS.
The masked marble is in the trunk. Dispose of him at once.
Keep going, Mace, or I'll put a bullet in your brain.
You wanted to go for a ride in this truck, huh? Well, now you can really go for a ride. All by yourself.
When the pictures of the rangefinder are developed, we will radio photo them to Japan from our shore base. MS speaking.
The masked marvel is in the trunk, and Curtis took it away to give it a mace.
MS calling M1. Come in, M1. Emergency.
This is M1. Go ahead, MS.
The masked marble is in the trunk. Dispose of him at once.
Keep going, Mace, or I'll put a bullet in your brain.
You wanted to go for a ride in this truck, huh? Well, now you can really go for a ride. All by yourself.
Instead of trapping me, the masked marvel went to his death. With our most dangerous adversary removed, our plans cannot fail.
Who? It's Alice Hamilton. Put her on, Meggs. Good morning, Alice. What can I do for you?
I just received a telegram requesting a special policy to cover a large shipment of precision parts for United States bombers. I contacted the masked marvel, and he wants us to meet and form plans to protect this equipment.
I see.
Will it be convenient if we all meet at your house in about an hour?
Well, certainly. I'll be expecting you. Goodbye. The masked marvel is still alive.
That's impossible.
Nothing seems impossible where he is concerned. As long as we can get inside information as to their plans, we still hold the trump card. When they confer with you, I will be listening in on this intercommunicating device.
According to instructions given, the precision parts for the bombers will be at the Midwood Depot at 10 o'clock. And then they will be put into trucks and transferred to the dock.
I see. That means we'll have to prepare a special policy to ensure the equipment from the depot to the port of embarkation.
Right.
I can have the papers ready by 8:30. It'll be necessary to have your signature, Alice. Shall we meet here?
Suppose I call for you at 8:30. We can drive to Alice's house and then pick up the boys on the way to the train.
Very well, I'll be ready. A perfect setup, isn't it?
Perfect. I will have Mace assign men to destroy the train before it reaches Midwood Depot. The loss of those vital parts will delay production of thousands of United States bombers.
While you're discussing your plan, I'll prepare the policy. It won't be much use, but I'll have it ready at 8:30.
That was Mr. Frank Jeffords. He said he'd wait outside in his car.
Very well, Meggs.
Everything's set.
Good.
Before the train arrives, our men will be at the Ferndale station, about 20 miles up the line from Midwood. I told the men to load a motor-driven work car with explosives and start it down the track. It'll crash into the train just before it reaches the Ferndale station.
Splendid. Mr. Crane has left with that stupid investigator to pick up the others and meet a train that will never arrive.
You're wrong there, Sakima. The train hasn't left. We'll pick him up on the way out. After I make a phone call.
Drop your gun. You're not calling anyone.
Let him warn the others.
Calling H34. Calling H34. Calling H34. Come in, Alice. This is Frank calling H34.
Come in, Frank. This is Alice.
Alice, tell the others they're planning to blow up the train with the bomber parts. Just outside Ferndale. The man behind all this is...
Come in, Frank, come in.
No one will ever hear his story.
Frank, answer.
Hello? What's that?
Frank just radioed me from his car. He sounded seriously injured. He said that Sakima's men were going to blow up a train just outside of Ferndale.
Notify the police. Have them search for Frank's car. I'll come right over. We've got to move fast. That train is due at Ferndale in 30 minutes.
Hurry it up. Get those explosives loaded onto that work car. The train's almost due.
You'll never make it.
We've got to make it.
She'll be warmed up and ready to go in a minute.
Don't get out.
That work car is loaded with explosives and heading straight for the train. I've got one chance to stop it. At Miller's Crossing. Take over. That work car is loaded with explosives and heading straight for the train. I've got one chance to stop it. At Miller's Crossing. Take over.
Frank Jeffers, ace investigator for the Worldwide Insurance Company, was found shot to death in the wreck of his car. Before he died, he managed to radio a warning to the masked marvel, who was able to save a train loaded with vital material from certain destruction.
At least we're rid of Frank Jeffers, and I'm not suspected.
He told them about the train. How do we know that Jeffers did not tell them more before he died?
Well, if he had, we'd have heard from the masked marvel by now.
Perhaps he is waiting for more proof.
Well, what do you intend to do?
We will proceed very cautiously and let him make the first move. Keep watch outside the house until further orders.
Yes, sir.
Warn Meggs to be prepared.
I will.
No tears, Alice. The boys gave their lives fighting for their country.
I know.
Did you get the information?
Yes. These are the records of all present employees of the Worldwide Insurance Company. They might give us a clue as to who is tipping off Sakima.
What if former employees are involved?
That's possible.
I thought of that. But those records are at Mr. Crane's home.
Then I'll ask him to have them ready for me to pick up.
That'll be all, Meggs. I'll ring if I need you.
Mr. Crane's residence. For you, sir.
Yes? Oh, hello, Alice. Well, fine, I'll have them ready for you. This may mean trouble. Wait here, Meggs.
I heard what she said.
Well, I can't give her those records. They show that Meggs and others in our organization were former employees hired by me. That's why I removed the files from the office.
You are right, but we can take advantage of her coming here. She is the only one that knows the masked marvel's identity. Suppose she should learn something of importance.
She'd communicate with him, of course.
Then we could use her as bait to draw the masked marvel into our trap.
But nothing must point to me.
You will be in no danger. She should be here shortly.
Hurry, we haven't much time. Let her in.
All right, get over there and keep quiet. You about finished?
Almost.
So Meggs has been working with Sakima all along.
Definitely. I caught him giving some of my confidential papers to this murderer.
What'll I do, bump him?
Not yet. Sakima may want to question him after he's gone over the papers. I'll take them to the Harbor Cafe. Put them in the office till Sakima gets here.
Get in. Sit down. You sit over there.
sorry I was so blind, Alice. I never suspected Meggs.
None of us did.
Mace said Sekima's coming here. If the masked marvel...
Shut up.
Drop it and keep quiet.
Now's your chance to phone the masked marvel.
Yes?
This is Alice. Mr. Crane and I were captured at his house. We're being held at the Harbor Cafe.
Alice! Alice!
Terry!
Come on, Bob.
Don't waste your time. The line's cut. And that gun isn't loaded. We set a trap and you fell for it. I want them to have grandstand seats when the masked marvel walks into our trap. Take him in there and tie him up. I've been waiting for you. Get him up. Well, you're the masked marvel, huh? Get inside. All right, I got him. Tie him up, too. Hold it!
Take their guns.
Well, that's the end of Mace.
Is Mr. Crane safe?
Yes. What happened at his house?
Well, Meggs, Mr. Crane's butler, was there with Mace.
With Mace? Then Meggs is working for Sakima, too.
Yes, and Mace was rifling the safe. And after he got what he wanted, he took both of us to the Harbor Cafe.
It just doesn't seem likely that Meggs could be working for Sakima without Crane being implicated, too.
Mr. Crane? Oh, that's impossible. He wouldn't betray his country.
I intend to find out. I'll leave you at Pier 28 and go back and pick up the others. Now, as soon as you get home, I want you to...
I was afraid Mace had killed you, my dear.
He would have if the masked marvel hadn't killed him first.
Now, if we can only get our hands on that crooked butler of yours.
Oh, no, the masked marvel wants to handle that himself. He plans to use Meggs to lead him to Sakima. And he wants Mr. Crane to remain here out of danger. And you boys are to guard this house.
All right. Terry and I'll flip a coin to see who has the first shift. One of us will be outside all night. Good night, Alice.
Good night.
Good night, Alice.
You've had a terrible experience today, Alice. Why don't you lie down and rest?
Oh, no, I'm all right. But I will go freshen up a bit, if you'll excuse me.
Why, of course. Sakima?
Yes, Crane. What happened at the Harbor Cafe? Why have I not heard from Mace?
Masked Marvel killed Mace and rescued the girl. Now he plans to trap you through Meggs.
If the Masked Marvel finds this hideout, I will be caught like a rat in the trap. Meggs and I will gather all the important documents and leave as soon as possible. We will meet you at the yacht.
But I can't leave here without arousing suspicion. One of the Masked Marvel's men will be on guard all night.
You must leave and bring the girl with you. We may need her as hostage, in case there is any trouble.
All right. I'll meet you as soon as I can get away.
Calling M.M.
Come in, H-34.
You were right. Mr. Crane just telephoned Sakima.
Did you learn where he is?
No, but Mr. Crane plans to meet him.
Delay until I get there.
I'm sorry I've been so long.
It's all right. You arrived in time. You're going with me.
It's too late, Mr. Crane. The masked marvel is on his way here. Let me go. Let me go. Help! 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 Help!
Miss Hamilton!
Take care of her.
Now we have no clue to Sakima's hiding place.
Not unless this recording you made gives us one. Did you start the machine before Crane dialed this telephone?
Yes.
Good. And then we'll be able to find the number he called by counting the clicks of the dial. I'll cut down the speed of the recorder so that we can count the clicks slowly. Three, 2, 6, 5, 4, 7. The last four numbers are 6, 5, 4, 7. The first two numbers are 3, 2. D, A.
D.A. Dayton. 6547. Why, that's Mr. Crane's own number.
Exactly. Sakima is hiding in Crane's house.
Meggs,
Yes, sir?
have you packed the rest of the documents?
Just getting the last of them.
All right, send them down. Then get the demolition bomb. We must destroy this place completely. I'm taking my bags to the car.
Yes, sir.
Don't touch it.
Masked Marvel.
The game's up, Meggs. Turn around.
Meggs, are you ready? Meggs. Meggs.
Meggs can't hear you, Sakima.
The Masked Marvel. You are too clever to be working for a stupid democracy. Perhaps you would consider...
You talk like your ambassador did just before Pearl Harbor. You're finished, Sakima. Your organization is smashed. It's the last act of your little drama.
You expect to take me alive?
Alive or dead, you're coming with me. I have the advantage of a gun.
That is no advantage. In the dark. That leaves you one more shot, Marble.
It only takes one to kill a rat.
That was your last shot. But I have two left for you. The great Masked Marvel is still no match for Sakima.
Did it not occur to your Oriental mind that I might reload? You're not badly wounded. You live to face a firing squad. Operator, give me the police department. Yes, to pick up Sakima. Bring an ambulance. He's badly wounded. No, I won't be here.
Have another one, Miss Hamilton. Thank you.
The death of Crane and Sakima means that the masked marvel has broken up the most dangerous band of saboteurs this country has ever seen. Within a few hours, every remaining member of his organization will be in custody.
Who is this masked marvel?
Yes, that's what I'd like to know.
Yeah, who is he? That's what the public wants to know.
The masked marvel has other missions which can only be carried out successfully if his identity remains unknown.
We're catching a plane at once to meet the masked marvel on his next assignment.
Well, good luck, boys.
Bye, Alice.
Good hunting.
It's been a pleasure.
Goodbye.
Good night, and thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
I was afraid you'd already gone.
I thought you might want this for a souvenir.
Thanks. Goodbye, Bob. And good luck to the masked marvel on his next adventure.
Thanks. Goodbye, Alice.